Hey y'all, welcome back to Yoga with Temi. All right, so I am continuing on with my sitting series. Okay, now the sitting series is extremely important because this is the focus for yoga as far as like any poses, anything that you need to work on as far as what you need to do during meditation. Okay, because yoga is not about an exercise, like an exercise regimen. It's really all about going within. Okay. Yoga, it means union. All right. So union with your higher self. All right. Union with the all, the most high, the supreme being. That's yoga. And as you see, like the yoga, symbol or like the little icon, it's always a person sitting in, what they're doing is sitting in a lotus pose. Okay, so the lotus pose, or you can be in cross leg, either or. It's several sitting positions you can sit in. Okay, but what I'm doing is teaching you how to do the sitting poses, how to get into them comfortably, because a lot of people aren't really comfortable with sitting up on their own. Okay, for like an extended period of time. You may be able to, because what I can tell you, like for myself, when I first started, several years back, I remember, my legs would get tired. They'll start hurting. I'd have to move around and, all that stuff, wiggle them out. They'll get numb, all that type of stuff. I'm sure many people experience that, right? But what happens is, once you get into it, you continue, you have to stay consistent. Your body is going to start, getting more used to being able to sit. And of course, other things help too, like walking. Walking is one of the best exercises for you. And then as you get older too, you start to lose some muscle mass. So it's good to do like certain strength training techniques. You can either do just your own body weight or you can incorporate weights. I actually like to do a mixture of body weight and dumbbells. And sometimes bar, but definitely dumbbells and my own body weight. All right, so let's get into this sitting pose. The next one we're going to do, as I've already done the cross leg, the half lotus on both sides. Now let's get into the sesh pose. Now, sesh pose you may be very familiar with, okay? So there's 3 different versions of the sesh pose. I'm going to show you sesh 1, 2, and 3, okay? So sesh 2, and I'm turning on an angle so you can see, you want to come forward. Let me come back a little bit. You want to come forward. You want to fold your toes under, okay? Fold them under, and then bring yourself back so that your buttocks can rest on your heels, okay? And then you can bring yourself up and then gently come down. Now, for beginners, this is not going to be comfortable. I guarantee you that, because I remember when I first started this, I was like, there's no way. My toes were hurting. And but what you want to do is work your way back slowly, okay? So we don't ever want to force anything when we're doing any of our poses for yoga, okay? So you fold your toes under, and if this is how far you can go, then this is how far you can go. This is it, all right? Now, as you continue to do it, remember you have to be consistent. Gently come back a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Raise yourself up, and you'll know when you're ready, right? You don't want to be miserable. You'll feel maybe a little tension, but it shouldn't be anything where it's just like, you're very uncomfortable. Shouldn't be that. And then you want to come on up a little bit more. And then you want to rest, bring yourself back more. See, I'm not all the way sitting on my heels just yet. So I'm actually still working on it, but it feels much more comfortable than it used to. I used to have to come up out of it really soon. Okay. All right. So yeah. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to work just on sesh 2, and you want to breathe in as you come up and then release the breath as you come down. Breathe in. Yes, you have to use some core muscles for this, and come down. Now, if you're not there, all right, I'm going to come forward. All right, so here, we're going to come back, and then we're going to come forward. This is for the beginner, okay? You're going to come back, and then come forward. Come back, and forward. So you want to do this as, how we do the exercise counts, pretty much like 8 counts, and come forward. Just remember to breathe in as you come up and release the breath as you come down. Okay, so breathing in, get that life force energy, and release that life force energy. Okay, all right, so that's the sitting pose, the sesh 2. I'm going to come back and do the sesh 3 pose. All right. And I just want to make mention to catch my videos on spiritual teachings. Okay. So I'll be talking to you basically about the ways that we can heal our inner selves. All right. Because that's what we really need to do. We need to work on healing the internal. All right. That's what yoga is all about. If you are going to a yoga class and you are not transforming spiritually on an internal level, then you're not in a authentic yoga class. All right. And I do need to say that because yoga has been very watered down and westernized, and we need to bring back the true meaning of yoga. All right. So thank you again for joining me on Yoga Motion with Temi. Love you. Hetep.